Jesus was a person, and he grew in wisdom and knowledge and stature in God and in favor. Here, Solomon flips the script again, and he lays out the ways of wisdom by giving wisdom another personality. And this time, the personality for wisdom is as of a woman. And he says, wisdom has built her house. She has hewn out her 7 pillars. She has slaughtered her meat. She has mixed her wine. She has furnished her table. She has sent out her maiden, and she cries from the highest places. But listen to what else he says. Whoever is simple, that is, person of not understanding, let him turn in here. Come and find this woman. Find wisdom. As for him who lacks understanding, she says to him, come in here and eat my bread and drink the wine that I have mixed, and forsake the foolish life that you have, and learn how to live, and go in the way from my house, in the way of understanding. But then Solomon gives us the advice, because he understands that not everyone is willing to listen to sound advice. And so he says to us, and this is where I got the subject from, he who connects or corrects a scoffer gets shame for himself, and he who rebukes a wicked man only harms himself. So what he's saying is, don't waste your breath trying to correct people that don't want to be corrected. Now, look at this. All of the advisors, political advisors to the Republican Party, all of the people who were trying to help the former president understand, man, you don't need to be announcing your candidacy for now. He ignores all of that advice, and he comes right out and says, this is what I want to do. And people just very clearly see right through that smoke screen, because you just cannot tell this man anything. And there are a lot of people that are like that. And they're not all in high places. They're not all in political offices. Some of them are your friends. Some of them are your family members. And sometimes it is very, very difficult to try to tell somebody who think they know everything and absolutely know nothing. I mean, every parent has had that experience in their life where they have poured out their hearts to try to say to the young people in their families, look, don't go this way, go this way instead. I've walked in that path. I've made these mistakes. I'm trying to keep you from stepping in some of the potholes. Listen, my brothers and sisters, this is the simplicity of it. You can't live long enough to make all of the mistakes yourself. So you've got to be willing to learn from other people. And it's a shame, and it's sad that sometimes they just won't listen. And you know what else Solomon is implying here? And not implying, but saying emphatically, that when you try to help some folk, instead of them receiving the help, they will actually turn on you and get angry with you for trying to help them. How many know it's the truth? How many of you know that the people that you have tried to help the most are sometimes the people who want to do you the most harm? It's unfortunate. So Solomon concludes, don't waste your breath. Don't waste your breath. Go ahead and talk to those who are wise. Because if you correct a wise man, he will be wiser still. He'll take it. He'll learn. He'll want to grow from his mistakes. I was watching Monday Night Football this week, and the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles were playing. I've been cheering for Philadelphia, but they didn't play their best game. And I saw a couple of players, when they made mistakes, they accepted the criticism, but I saw one in particular who, when he was corrected, he got all mad and all angry and running on off, didn't want to talk to anybody, didn't want to hear anything. And the very next play when he got back in the game, he made the same mistake all over again. And that's the way it is. That is the way it is, unfortunately. So I guess we have to ask ourselves, who in our life are we trying to give advice to? I mean, we don't just give advice just to give advice. We give advice because we want people to be wise. We want people to make great decisions. We want people to walk in the path of godliness and righteousness. And so it's worth it. Yep. 40 years of preaching the gospel. And man, I can look back at my life and I can tell you there have been some times when I wanted to go out in that audience and shake people and say, don't you hear me? Don't you understand that this is God's word, that this is important to you? But you can't do that. You have to just say it and let it be. Sometimes when you try to plead your best, you're wasting your breath. But guess what? Say it anyway. Because we never know when a person actually hear with the inner ear what we're trying to say. So say it. Keep saying it. Be a witness. Be on the wall. Stay on the wall. We need wisdom. And wisdom can only be taught by those who have been instructed by God. This is your friend, Dr. Michael Wesley. And I hope that we'll see you soon. I hope you'll join us for the big return. And we hope you'll join us here next week at the same hour in a pre-Thanksgiving time.